So welcome everyone. Good morning. Today we're going to do a chair yoga session again. It's roughly 25 minutes of your time. So make sure that you've turned your phone off, that you turned your notifications off, and that there's nothing that can distract you. And you can be completely here, present in this class. And the whole idea is to just get reconnected with the body again and to open up, to find a deeper breath, more focus. And today we will do a couple of exercises that are specifically aimed for strengthening the lower back, working a bit on the core as well. So come and sit a little bit more on the front of your chair. And with your hands on your knees, you can just relax your shoulders. And I'm trying to lengthen myself here to make an upright position, but with relaxed shoulders. And you can tilt your pelvic slightly. It's like pushing your pubic bone forwards. It's just very little alterations. Maybe you can pull the belly in slightly, hands on your knees, and just with the eyes closed, take a moment to feel in, to check in with yourself, to notice how you're doing right now. And maybe you woke up in a certain way, busy, or just enough time to prepare yourself. But whatever it was, just be okay with it. Notice how your breath is. You can start to lengthen it by breathing in deep through the nose. And maybe exhale through the mouth. We can do this a couple of times, breathing in deep through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, breathe in deep. And exhale. And from this moment, we can start to breathe in only through the nose, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And we're going to start with making a couple of circles here. Just sitting on the chair with your hands on the knees. We're going to come forward, back, and we're going to connect this movement with our breath. So you're going to breathe in when you come forwards, breathe out when you go back. Open up that chest when you come forwards, rounding the spine, chin to the chest when you go back. And you decide how much you want to give. And maybe you want to just make small circles. You can use your elbows, your shoulders. You can even close your eyes, because closing the eyes helps to not get distracted. And then you can really feel what's going on inside of your body right now. Just a couple more breaths, just a couple more circles here. So I'm still recovering from a back injury, but it's going so much better right now. Let's go to the other side. So I've got more space and room to move. But even when I was in the midst of the back pain a couple of days ago, I kept on moving, but just more mindful. And I'm asking you to do the same, to just knowing what's going on inside of your body, just trying not to go over the edge or push yourself, but just find something or a version that matches your flexibility or capabilities at this moment. Maybe next week or a couple of days it will be different. So just a couple more circles here. Breathing in when you go forward, breathing out when you go back. Coming back to the middle, sitting upright. You can drop your chin to your chest and start to open up that neck as well. Breathing in when you go up, breathing out when you go down. Just having those shoulders relax away from the ears. And if there's anything or any spot in your neck that maybe feels more tense, more blocked, you can always hold your head in a certain angle and breathe into it. Maybe go to the other side as well. Just gently, there's always one side that feels better or more open, more flexible. A side that we prefer, maybe even without realizing it. And by doing this type of practice at the yoga, we only try to create more balance, so that left and right are not that much different anymore from each other at one point. Coming back to the middle, and on the next inhale, taking those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, taking back and down. Maybe you can come forward a little bit, then back. Just a couple of circles to the front. And let's go to the back, up, to the front and down again. Back, up, front and down. And then with the hands on the knees, you can breathe and open up the chest. Exhale, round the spine, coming very deep into it. Chin to the chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Open up the chest. Exhale. We're going to open up, coming forward, and take those hands out. Exhale. Bring those hands to the opposite shoulder. Breathe and open up. Exhale. Maybe you can change which hands goes on top. But really pull the belly in, round your spine. Exhale. Take those hands to the knees again. And then take your hands behind your head. So we're going to come a little bit forwards. I can even come and sit on the edge of my chair. And then we're just going to come up and down. So you move back and forth. So you try to keep a certain angle with your back and then start pumping it. Just keep on moving. So it might generate a little bit of heat. So activate those lower back muscles. Just keep your hands behind your head. Maybe the fingertips can just touch like this. You don't have to interlace your fingers, but if you want, you can do that as well. Just a couple more. It's always about the strength of repetition, even if it's just a very mild sensation. And on the next exhale, you come forwards and you just roll down. And let's start to walk those feet a little bit further out, both to the front and a little bit further out. And then start moving with your hands on the floor. You can just move from left to right. Relax your neck, your shoulders. And maybe we can even take those feet a little bit further forwards. Now I've got the luck of having a chair with paws that I can hold on to. But if there's anything else that you could hold on to, try it. You can inhale, open up your chest, exhale, pull yourself a little bit deeper into this pose. It's not only a mild stretch for the lower back, but it's also a stretch for the hamstrings. Let's see whether we can go back to our breath, to just listen to the sound of it. So you are here in this pose. You might feel it in different places of your body, and you can just relax into it, breathe your way through it. And maybe with your eyes closed, bring that focus onto that spot in between the eyebrows. It's just helpful tools or cues that I give for you to stay here in the present moment, to not get distracted, and to use the breath as an anchor point, a sound that you can latch onto. Relaxing the jaws, the lips, the tongue. Just a couple more breaths and maybe going a little bit further forward, just a couple of millimeters further. All right. First, place your hands underneath your shoulders again. Then place one hand on the knee, then the other one, and we gently come up. And we can keep those feet wide, and we're going to press the left hand to the inside of the left leg or knee and move towards the right. Just a couple of times to create a little bit of a twist, opening up, inhale to the middle, exhale to the left side, inhale to the middle, exhale to the right side. Just a couple of breaths. Maybe you can create a little bit of a more free movement here, to open up the upper body. You can breathe out through your mouth if you feel like it, or nose. All right, coming back to the middle. So we're going to take that right foot forward and the left, and we're going to cycle. So I'm just holding on to my chair. I'm sitting upright. I'm pulling my navel in slightly. I'm just starting to activate my core. It's really to strengthen also the lower back with doing so. So just keep on cycling. Find your breath again, and maybe you can cycle a little bit faster. Relax your face whilst doing it. All right, just keep it up. You can do this. You can just follow this, even if it gets a little bit heavy. That's the idea. A little bit longer, guys. A little bit longer. And on an inhale, pull those knees up. And on an exhale, you push those feet out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. 5 more times. I know it's heavy. Inhale. You can do this. Exhale. Inhale. 4 to go. Inhale. 3. Last 2. Inhale. 2. Last time, breathe in. Inhale. A little bit higher. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale. Slowly release. All right, just catch your breath again. And let's take a little turn towards the left. So you can stay seated on your chair, or maybe you can come with your knee down to the floor. We're just going to create a little bit of length on the front side. So maybe you can go to the floor just like me, with your hands into your hips, stretching the front side, just bouncing back and forth, and just to help yourself. And if this is really not nice for your knee, just stay seated and try to press that right foot away. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, open up your chest, bring those elbows out. Interlace your fingers, breathe in. Exhale, bring the right heel down to the floor. You can spread your arms like a warrior 2 pose. Maybe you can do this seated like I'm doing right now. Maybe you can come off to give yourself a little bit more challenge. As long as you see this front knee in one line with the front foot and the back leg straight, the back of the back foot on the floor. So not like this, that it comes up, but just press it down. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, come forward and take that left hand over your head. Exhale, bring the elbow of the left arm on your knee, the right hand over your head. Let's go back. Inhale and exhale. So it's long exhale, so you can really follow that line. Breathe in and exhale. One more time. Breathe in and exhale. Inhale, come up. And you can turn your left toes forward with your hands into your hips and just do it standing. You can press your heels out or walk your feet in a little bit. You gently come forward. Place your hands onto the floor. You inhale, open up your chest. And don't worry, I'm not able to go full down, but I'm just going to create a nice stretch on the hamstrings. Breathe in, maybe you come up a little bit. And on the exhale, a little bit further. So the idea is that you focus on the stretch that it gives to the back of your legs, to the inside. Maybe you have your upper legs engaged or your knees micro bent. So just notice what you feel, whether you can stay calm, breathe your way through it. Relax your face, listen to the sound of your breath for the last couple of breaths here. Some of you might be able to come completely down, so just enjoy it. Maybe walk your hands a little bit further back in one line with your feet. And then gently come up again. You can place your hands into your hips. You can sit down on your chair if you want. Let's go a little bit more to the core again. Just cycling also to Give a little bit of space again to those hips to lubricate the joints. Just keep on cycling. I know it's a bit more intense, but I think you can still handle it. Keep your shoulders low for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step those feet down and let's turn to the right side. So again, seated on your chair, trying to press that left heel all the way back, so that you give a nice stretch to your quads, to your hip flexors here, or you can come down. And I will show it this time with my knee on the floor, but let's bounce back and forth. And you just find a little bit more space. And once you think, well, this is really nice for me, or this is my maximum, you stay here, take your hands up, and on an exhale, open up your chest, bring your elbows out, take your arms back again, interlace your fingers. Now, since we're going to come into a warrior two, I'd like you to, at least if you're on the floor with your knee, curl the left toe, straighten that leg, come and sit down and drop the back heel down. Take your arms in the length, and maybe you can stay seated or you can stand up without support of the chair. So whatever feels good. So just make sure that you find a nice position here before we continue. Your arms in the length, turn your right palm up. Inhale, come forward a little bit, and then take that hand over your head. Exhale, elbow on top or on the inside, whatever feels good. Left hand over your head. Inhale, go back. Keep the front knee bent in one line with your foot. Exhale. 2 more times, guys. Breathe in. And out. 1 more time. Breathe in. And out. Straighten your leg. Turn the right toes out. And again, with this wide-legged pose, turning the heels out, we gently come forward. And you can choose either to, with your hands on the floor underneath your shoulders, and on an exhale, walk them a little bit more back. Or you can bring your hands maybe to your big toes. Yeah, I have to bend my knees to do that, but I can hold on to it. Breathe in, and on an exhale, maybe straighten those legs a little bit more, bend forwards. So don't worry if you can't straighten those legs completely. Just see whether you can stay focused. Feel that stretch. Try not to push yourself into something that is not good, but just know your limitations, know your boundaries, explore a little bit. Maybe you like to loosen up or let go of the toes and bring your hands back to the middle. Last couple of breaths, guys. Just slow in and exhales. All right, now come and bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. Gently sit down. Bring that right knee up to the chair or to your chest. Wrap your hands around, start to circle inside out, outside in. And then bring that foot on your chair, just on the inside of your left leg. So your left foot is on the floor, the right foot is on the chair. And we're going to, with the right hand, hold on to the left knee. See whether you can take that left arm over your head, maybe bend the elbow. Give a little side stretch. So your left hand can be behind your head. And even try to just maybe rest with my elbow, or my right elbow can rest on my right knee, for example. All right, slowly come up again. And let's do the left side. So you can bring that left knee up, making circles here, inside out, outside in. Just keep that breath alive. It's the only thing that you need to actively pay attention to stay present here, to notice the sensations that arise. And pull that left knee up, bring the left foot on the inside. And this time the left hand goes towards the right. Take the right hand up over your head, maybe bend the elbow and press the hand against the skull, against the back of your skull, and press the skull against the hand and the hand against the skull. So be careful that you don't fall off the chair. So if this is really not a nice stretch for you, you can always just keep both legs on the floor and maybe hold on to the seat, in this case with your left hand to the right side. All right. Slowly come back to the middle and then sit a little bit more to the front. It's the last stretch that we're going to do. And we do this more often. It's a nice hip opener, especially when you sit behind the computer for a longer period of time. Sometimes it can start to annoy your butt muscle or just radiate a little bit further down, like a sciatica kind of issue where it gets too stuck or too, I don't even know how to say it properly right now, but trying to open it up in this way, bringing the right foot on top of the left, and you gently come forward. And you come forward that much that still feels good. Gently, with your breath, step by step, a little bit further down. Maybe just placing the arms on top of your leg to just relax the neck, the shoulders. Again, just bring your attention or focus to the area which can be on the outside of your leg towards your buttocks. Breathing your way through it. Relaxing the jaws again, the lips, the tongue. Last exhale here. Relax your neck a little bit more. Maybe move it a little bit from left to right. Slowly coming up. Just taking a little moment here just to feel it. And then take the left foot up. I can keep my foot flexed, which means that my toes are pointing straight forward and instead of pointing it. But you can feel into it what feels best for your body today. You gently come forward. Maybe you bounce back and forth a little bit. This is the last pose of this class. So we take a little bit more time for it. Do you notice that with every other breath, maybe you can come a little bit further forward? But once it starts hurting in one spot, then take a little step back and don't rush it. Just give your body some time to open up. And also to trust the process. So if you're still holding somewhere in your body, then maybe try to relax that area. If you notice that you're scared, just trust yourself. Just don't push it. Last couple of breaths here. Or maybe forward a little bit more on the last exhale. Just slowly deepen it, deepen it. Maybe hold your breath here for a couple of seconds. Relax everything else, stay here. And then gently come up. Maybe help yourself. Shake your legs out one more time. Come and sit a little bit further back on your chair with your hands on your knees, your feet flat on the floor, and just rest into the back of your chair. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, take a nice deep inhale through the nose, and a deep sigh out through the mouth. Just a couple more times. Breathe in. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Keep your mouth closed and just notice how you feel right now. The sensations running through your body, how your breath is, how you are in your head. And thank you for joining, guys. I hope you have a very nice day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.